Here's a story you haven't seen anywhere else on cable news unless you watch this show. Last month, 66-year-old white handyman Lawrence Hare was installing a mailbox when he was shot and killed in broad daylight. The two suspects, Taj Matthews and Maurice Holmes, both now facing first-degree murder charges. The lead detective in the case recently testified that Matthews had said they, quote, wanted to kill a white person. Now, could you imagine how the media would be handling this if a white murder suspect said his motive was that he wanted to just execute black people? The story would be everywhere. Former Democratic New Jersey Governor Jim McGreevey was ready to tackle me on this one, so go for it.
You know, Dan, on a serious note,
Yeah.
like it's abysmal, right? So I was a former assistant prosecutor,
Yeah.
prosecute to the fullest extent of the law, prosecute for racial
Right.
bias, all of that. But it's just, I mean, one, the media determines what the media wants to cover. God knows, you know, Frank or Inez or Jim has.
Yeah.
You have more control over it than any of us.
But that's my point. My point is that the media has shown no interest in this story, none, even though it was racially targeted. And I'm not saying it's all equal, right? The history of the way that blacks have been treated in this country is relevant. But it doesn't make it so relevant such that there is literally zero interest in this story from the media.
Well, I don't know what the level of interest, but
there's been none. It has not been covered
the story anywhere else.
No, but I don't watch TV.
But I'm telling you, we did a search, and it was not.
But when you go, have you ever been? I would almost ask every American to go to Montgomery, Alabama, and to go to Brian Stevenson's Legacy Project.
Okay.
And I will tell you, I went with my younger daughter. That was mind-changing for a kid who grew up in Jersey to understand.
So, I wrote a book about Martin Luther King, okay, and about the first big case that he had that put him on the map. It gave me the reading about and then writing about the testimony of African Americans who rode on buses in the 1950s in this country and how mistreated they were every single day. Had an enormous impact on me. That doesn't change my ability to look at the media today and say, okay, that's a fact as to what happened. That doesn't change the reality that any time now there is an incident where the media can amplify the narrative.
So why does it do it?
It does on the other side.
Yeah.
Because it fits with the narrative that the media wants to pursue, which is cops are bad, white cops.
But this wasn't about cops.
No, it's not. But it's the same point.
Yeah.
I was very glad that you covered the story because I wouldn't have known anything about it but for your commentary. I thought you were 100% on the money. Now, why these folks killed Lawrence Hare, it doesn't do anything for his 90-year-old mother. Her son is still dead, and her caretaker is still dead. But this is a damning indictment of the narratives that the media chooses to focus on, and it's really sad. One, it goes to show you that racism is not a one-way street. It's not always white people that are against minorities. Black people, Asian people, Hispanic people are just as capable of having hate in their heart as anybody else is. And the fact that nobody is talking about this story, I think, one, is a reflection of what the media thinks is going to get clicks in this day and age. It's also a reflection of that there's no white ethnic Al Sharpton or Hawk Newsom or none of these racial militants that are out there making this an issue if the races were reversed. And I think I'm not suggesting that we have a white ethnic Al Sharpton, but I think that it shows you the role that these folks plays in ginning up media coverage for crimes when they go the other way.
With regard specifically to the media narrative, I mean, it is getting to Pravda levels, right? Even in any individual crime story, if the race is not listed of the perpetrator, you can assume that it's black, and vice versa. If it's a white perpetrator, you can assume that the name, like the word white, will be in the headline. It is so predictable, and it doesn't reflect the actual statistics of crime in this country.
Right. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.